Hey guys, this is Jason Gerald with Multiple Streams of Income. I want to show you a really cool way that you can capture a lead within your blog post, and that lead could go directly to your email campaign and send them an email when you send that out, and then also send them directly to an affiliate link that you can make another form of income directly off of your website. So let me show you how you do that. That's with GetResponse and your WordPress website. Let me show you how to do it right now. Okay, so before we get started, I want to show you an example of what it looks like in pulloverandletmeout.com, where you can create a form on GetResponse and put it on your website, your WordPress website, and it will always be there. And whenever you change it on GetResponse, it automatically changes on your website. So pulloverandletmeout.com is a travel guide to the road less traveled, and they explore the Southeast and beyond. It's a very cool website. If you're not signed up for it, I would highly recommend you go ahead and get signed up for it. They're a travel website. She's got some really great ideas and really great posts out there. So let me go ahead and go into this for her first post here. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you what this looks like. And inside her post, she's got this form right here. Now, what happens when this form changes on GetResponse, it automatically changes here. So let me show you exactly how you get this thing set up. So when you're in your GetResponse, now I'm already logged in, I already have an account. If you don't have an account, just look below this video. You'll be able to see a link to GetResponse and you can get set up right away. So here's how easy it is. All you have to do is you need to have a list already created. I'm not going to show you how to create a list. I'll do that in a different video. But what I want to show you is over here, you can create a form. And when you in here, you've got all your different forms that you created. Now, we've already created quite a few here, and this is the form that we already created, and you can see it right there. You could click on this and open it up or look at it, and this tells you if it's published or unpublished, the date you published it, the number of visits to that form, and the number of contacts that you have that's added to that form in your percentage. And then through here, you can view it online, and let me just open it up like this and show you that you can view that right there online. You can see that's the exact same form. Or you can actually copy the code, meaning you can copy this code right from here, put it on your website, and it'll go live. You can edit the form or duplicate the form or delete it right there. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a brand new one from scratch. And I'm going to show you how you can link that and put it on your website so that you can have another lead capturing system built into your post. So that's pretty cool. Or actually, it could be a page too. It doesn't have to be just a post. All right, so when you get into forms, this is what it's going to look like, okay? And right here, this little arrow tells you you're on this box. But there is list builder apps that you can get into that has all different types of things you can do with it, but we're not going to go into that. I don't do HTML. I'm not a programmer, so I don't do it in there. And then here's some integrations that you can do with Facebook. I'm going to show you a Facebook one here in a little bit. But this one here, let's just pick an example form, and down here on the left-hand side, they give you all these different sizes that you could choose from, and I'm going to show you how you can customize it to your own needs. So let's just pick one that is, I don't know, let's do this one here. Nah, I don't like that one. I like this one right here. It's pretty similar to the last one we just saw on pulloverandletmeout.com. Okay, so let's just take this one as an example. And there's hundreds of examples out there, guys. So you just have to go through it and you can customize it. So let's use this one as a template. All right, when it loads, you're going to see this little monster. It's pretty cool. All right, the browser editor, or I would say this is not an editor. Well, it is an editor. It's not that great. You're going to have to be some patience with it. And let me give you some tippers here with this editor. When you click on it right here, you can actually change the background. And up here, you got add fields, you got layout, and you got style, okay? And then depending on what you click on, these are able to be changed up here. So in the add fields means that these pieces are added fields, like the text and everything in here, the name and all that. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. Now you scroll down, you can put some seals in here, like a privacy badge, which is pretty cool to add, or a trust seal. You can go under there. And I think if you could double click on it, there's two different ones out there. There's secure, and that's pretty cool. So if you like that, you can do that. If it doesn't fit well, you just drag it up and move it around so it fits well and looks good on your screen. And you can move anything around and readjust anything you like. So you want this to be bigger, you can make that bigger. So just like that, you can add. Now, if you don't want that, just hit the delete key. Okay. Now there's a little, in forms, you have two different types of forms. Well, not two different types. What you have is a thank you page, and you got the actual form itself. I'm going to show you how you can turn that off or leave it on, or whatever you like. Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and change the background. So when you highlight and you see the border around the actual image, you can go into Styles, and you can go to Background and click on Background. This was what confused me at first, is you've got solid background, a gradient, and an image. And right now, this is an image. So the way you check that is you can see here, you see how that background looks? It's that background is going in and out. So I'm going to show you how you can change that image in the background to look at something else and the position of that image. So let's go ahead and click on this link right here, and it will pull up the images for this. And this is the problem I had. Okay, so if you got and it shows nothing here, this is a problem with caching. And I have this problem with this browser here. What I'll do, I'll just go into another browser here and show you the exact same thing. Okay, I had to open up a new browser, and I'm going to show you how that is not going to show up now. So when you click on it, you go into your background and you click on images. This is what you should be seeing when it pulls up. You should see all the images, and it's a caching issue on my machine. So I just went to a new browser and it was fixed. So what you can do is you got available, you could pick almost any image. They got hundreds of images that you could choose from for your background, and it's pretty cool. Or you can choose your own image and upload your own image and put it in the background. You can see I did quite a bit here. So I'm going to use this one right here. And you can now see that the background has completely changed. Pretty cool, right? And so I can actually change the style of that image. So if I want it to go all the way across, it can. Now, the size of the image makes a big difference. So if it was a smaller image, it would actually see more right there. And that's actually not too bad. But I can change the place where that image is so that I could see different angles of that image if I wanted to, which is pretty cool. And you can see that where it looks, where it fits the best. Now, if you want to do it like that, so that's pretty cool. Now, you can also make it so it fits here and fits inside that, so it looks a little bit better. And that, I'm going to kind of leave that there. That looks pretty cool. And that looks like a very nice image. But you can do a lot with this. And you can actually make it so it can repeat or horizontal or a lot of different things. And you can actually have a color that's even a gradient color in there that you can show in the background. For example, I'll make that one red and I'll make this one here green. And you can see now that's a different gradient. Now, if you saved it right here, this would be your background. Or you can make it a solid color, whatever you like. And or you can actually do both, where you can have the image and the color at the same time. Now I'm not going to show you that. You can play around with that and go with that. I'm going to go with what it looks right there. It looks pretty neat. So I'm going to say okay at this point. Now what you can do is rearrange your icons here, or you can add a new image to it. So let me show you how you add a new image. And I'm going to add an image. Just bring it over right here, this strawberry, and let's replace it. And let's go to one of our images and let's put in a different image in there. Let's just say I want to bring this suitcase and use this suitcase. Now you can resize the suitcase to what you want. And here's the cool thing. Now you see that little border around it. If you double click on the image, you can actually make this a little closer to the image if you wanted to. Just depends on the image. And now you can actually put a border around that image and have it whatever size that you want. Now you see that's the blue. Now if you double click on it, it'll be a black. Okay, now I've got the border too, so its border is black too. So if you click on it, now you can see you can readjust that image, and there's a border around that image. It's pretty cool. Now you can do the same thing around this image right here. If you want to put a border around that, all you have to do is go like this, put a border and make it a little bit bigger, and now you see that there's a border around there. Let's change that to a different color so you can actually see that better. There's a border, and that's how easy it is to change that. Now here's what's really nice about this. If you have this on your website and you wanted to change the image or you wanted to change the words, it automatically changes on all of your posts and pages, because it is it's a link that automatically changes whenever you change anything here and save it here. It saves on your website, so that's really nice. Okay, so in here, was an image, so let me close that out. And I wanted to show you some more about the typing. Now the typing, you have to be careful here, because sometimes it gets a little tricky, because you got to be able to click the right ones, and this one here seems to work for me, and then you can change the size of the text whatever you want, or you can change the color to whatever you want on the text, and you can actually change the text too, so to whatever color you want, and you can make it smaller and make it fit, and say, well, let me make the image, the text a little bit bigger, and you can do that too. So that's kind of how it works here. And then when you're done, you're going to want to use that little cog up here, and that cog will tell you, you can name this form, and I'm going to say this is a test form for JG, and then you select the actual, and I'm going to select one of hers, because I know that we've got this is the list that I said you need to create ahead of time. I do not want to see double opt-in, and so I'm going to turn that off. And actually, that's not the list. This is the list. Now this here tells me that I'm going to send them an email automatically, so I'm going to turn that back off. Every time I pick a new list, this comes back on. But this says that there's an email autoresponder that's going to be sent to my customer whenever they sign up to this list. They're going to have an email sent to them right away. I'm not going to go through how to set that up. I'll do that in a different video. And then this is the thank you page, so you can say stay on page, and what it does is puts a little check mark, when they hit let me help, it puts a little check mark inside that box, and that's it, and it tells them that they've signed up for it. Let me go back into here. If you choose default, it will go to this thank you page, and you need to set that up. Or if you can actually do custom, and you can actually put your own custom link to go to a website, or go to an offer, or go to whatever you want, affiliate offer right here. So that's really cool that or they can stay on the page. So they can also subscriber URL, if you wanted to change that as already a subscriber, you can actually change that and send them to a custom URL there too. I usually say stay on page. Now reCAPTCHA, I leave that off. Tracking codes, I'm not going to go through that right there, but there's a lot of different videos you can watch within GetResponse on the tracking codes and forwarding. So at this point, that's pretty much it. You just save it, and at this point you say save and publish. I don't really like it. I would do a lot more there, but at this point you're going to take this JavaScript right here and say copy, and allow, always allow. Okay, all right, so and then I'm going to copy this right here. Okay, it says copied, and then you're going to go to your website. Okay, I'm going to go to my website and show you how you make what this looks like. Okay, now I've went ahead and logged into my system and my back end of my WordPress, and when I go into create a new post, or let's just create a new post, I'll show you how you can add this to a new post or page, and it automatically changes, and I'll show you how that works. So inside of a new post here, what you're going to do is when you're in your GetResponse, and let me go back to my GetResponse here and grab that code real quick. So I had it before, but now I have to go in here. So I'm just going to call this a test page. Okay, and go ahead and put that in here. Actually, that's wrong. I need to go copy that. It didn't copy, so give me a sec. Go back over here and copy. Okay, and you were in text, you can cut and paste, and you'll see that right there. When you're in visual, it's going to look like that little icon there. Not a big deal until you save it. That's what it will look like. And at this bunch, you can publish it. And I don't have any content in here besides that link. And now it's live on my site, and you can actually view it. Now let's go ahead and view this on a post, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about of what this looks like. And there it is, and it's pretty cool. So it's right inside of a post. Now if you go back to get response, and you go back to the editor, and you go back to edit it, the actual form, and I'm going to show you this really quick. Go back into the monster here, and let's just change the background again, and let's change that to a, let's say, a green background, and say okay, and we save this and save. There we go, we saved it. Now if I go back over here and refresh my screen, everything I did here is automatically changed. It's really, really cool. So that's how you create a get response form, and as an opt-in, you can use it for your affiliate marketing or anything like that, where you can have it linked directly, so you could capture a name and then it goes directly to your affiliate product. So that's pretty neat, huh? That's another way that you can make extra money on your website. All right, hope that helps. And if you have any questions, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button just below the video here and hit that notification and get signed up to get these videos in the future. All right, guys, have a great day, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.